Long ago, in a kingdom near the mountains of Nepal, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was born into a life of incredible luxury. His father, the king, had received a prophecy that his son would either become a great world ruler or a spiritual leader who would give up everything. Wanting his son to be a king, the father built high walls around the palace and filled it with beautiful gardens, musicians, and every comfort imaginable. He made sure Siddhartha never saw anything sad, old, or painful, hoping the prince would never want to leave his golden cage. For 29 years, Siddhartha lived as a prisoner of perfection. He married a beautiful princess and had a son. But a deep curiosity eventually pushed him to peek outside the palace gates. On 4 different trips, he saw things his father had tried to hide. A fragile old man, a person suffering from a terrible sickness, a dead body, and finally a peaceful monk. These 4 sights shocked him. He realized that no matter how rich or powerful someone was, everyone would eventually face old age, sickness, and death. Driven by a need to find a way to end this universal suffering, he kissed his sleeping family goodbye and slipped out of the palace in the middle of the night, leaving behind his crown and his silks. For the next 6 years, Siddhartha lived as a wandering beggar. He tried learning from the greatest teachers, and even went to extremes, eating almost nothing until he was so thin he could feel his spine through his stomach. However, he realized that starving himself didn't bring him any closer to the truth. One night, he sat down under a large fig tree, now known as the Bodhi tree, and vowed not to get up until he understood the meaning of life. As he sat in deep meditation, legends say he was tempted by a demon named Mara, who tried to distract him with visions of fear and desire. Siddhartha remained still, reaching down to touch the earth to witness his resolve. And as the morning star rose, his mind finally cleared. At that moment, he became the Buddha, which means the enlightened one. He spent the rest of his life traveling across India, teaching people that the secret to happiness wasn't found in having too much or having too little, but in a middle way. He taught that most of our pain comes from always wanting things to be different than they are.